when a predator
Yep.
stalks its prey.
It was like a murder just happened. Like, oh no.
You know, do you know? Remember that time when Shayna Baszler debuted from the main roster? I think debuted
Yeah.
from NXT onto the main roster, and she bit Becky Lynch. This is
Yeah.
missing blood around the lips.
Well, the lipstick looks like there's blood on the lips. Looks like she bit her. Looks like she bit her. Was like, oh no. And here's what I didn't understand. Why did Bayley get the worst of this attack? Like, I know Bianca lost, but she got attacked a little bit. Bayley continued to get hit. Even after she's dead, she
Because you
continued
know
to
what
hit her.
happened. You know what happened to Sonya Deville? She got branded a racist for the way she went after the way she went after
Yeah.
Naomi, the way she went after Bianca.
Yeah. Yeah. Nikki's
So
crazy, but she's not that crazy. She's like, I don't want to be labeled a racist.
and what you weren't privy to in the pre-show meeting, literally 5 minutes ago. Who's that jumping out the sky?
Yeah. Mysterio. Here we go.
Here we go.
That was my immediate response. Who the hell's this? What the hell? Like, I could not think of a single woman.
The annoying thing was, I moved this photo onto my iPhone, thinking that new feature on iOS 16, where you can hold down on a photo and then it will immediately strip out, crop out the person. It wouldn't let me do it because I was immediately going to copy that and put that on anything else I did today.
No! I was in the middle of work, and all of a sudden she just jumped on me. They should have all moved. And this would have been the end of Nikki Cross.
Oh, I like how they're holding the referee in place as well.
Yeah, sure. This is all on you. Why is this on me? Fuck you guys.
Yeah, and then finally, the last image I have is Rhea Ripley destroying the OC.
Yeah. No! Carl's looking like, oh.
And before we return,
right there going,
when we return, I'll leave you with this question and then answers when we get back. Where does this body slam rank in all the momentum of the momentous body slams in wrestling history of Andre being slammed by Hogan, Yokozuna being slammed by Lex Luger? I'll leave you with that.
Definitely ahead of Luger for sure.
We'll be back right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey! Oh! Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I, of course, Lord Manny Hayes, am returning from Vegas. Is this guy right here,
Marcus the Grand Finale.
And we want to thank Jen and Jamal for stepping in the very last few minutes. A last-minute decision to run the Halloween Havoc watch-along. Yeah. And then the additional half an hour footage of
A-Town Down.
A-Town Down.
A-Town Down. A-Town Down. There was 30 minutes of A-Town Downing. 30 minutes. I got a message on my phone from Jamal and you both saying A-Town Down. And I'm going like, why? Like, I'm assuming, I was like, oh, Austin cashed in. But then I watched the main event. I was like, no, this didn't happen. Why? Am I missing something that cut out?
No, so we spent ages because it's the music. But what I realized is when Jamal sent the video is that it's not the same monotone lady that says down. It turns into the song. It's like it's A-Town down. Not the way we were saying it on the stream.
So it's more like A-Town robot sound, different root. Damn.
Yeah. But then it turned into someone asked us, what did we think of the show? What would you rate out of 10? And I was like, oh, it's 7 A-Town downs out of 10.
So is that our new scale? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that the new scale for rating shows now?
I think it is.
Down scale?
I think it is. On our channel, and I think Jen is going to extend it and bring back the rating system on the mid-card mess to be the number of A-Town downs of the show it was.
Well, let's see how many A-Town downs this Raw is going to give us. But before then, NXT Halloween Havoc, that was a really good show. That was a good show. I watched it myself.
Okay. I don't care about that, Marcus. I don't care about that. What I want to know is
match. Amazing.
I don't even care about that because I know what I know what your thoughts were going to be about that, and you really appreciated that. I want to know, sir, your feelings. Yeah. One, first of all, a casket match that doesn't contain the Undertaker, and then second, the fact that Apollo Crews now has powers where he can teleport and return with druids. Fat druids, but return with druids.
Well, even though they're fat, but even though it is unprecedented powers for Apollo Crews, I would still say he's in a better place than he was carrying a spear to a ring and also carrying Demarcado, whatever his name was. I forget what the Commander Aziz to the ring. I feel his powers is more believable than anything Commander Aziz has ever done in the ring.
But so this was the confusing part.
Yeah.
He shoved Apollo and Apollo fell through the casket. And then via shitty refereeing, they didn't award him the match.
No, because if you fall through the casket, it's not a victory. You have to close the door shut. But if said door is destroyed, therefore you can't win. They have made this rule up. And I saw that, and I went, that's not a rule. That's the 2 feet hit the ground at the Rumble rule right there. This is bullshit. I can't help the door broke. This
What I thought was at this point is I'm taking the cover of the table, the announce table, and I'm just throwing it on top of it because therefore it's a new cover, and he's been closed in.
Yeah. What if I took the apron, Manny? What if I took the apron and just went and just covered it up? Does that count? Does that count? That's like winning an ambulance match and then saying like, oh, I'm going to just I'll put you in the front seat or something and we drive off. I don't know if that's the rule. Or I'll put you on top of the ambulance and we drive off. I don't know what the rules are, but this is all bullshit. Bullshit.
Well, I've never trusted that referee ever since he was a zombie in the House of Horrors match between Loomis and Grimes.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that he wasn't a zombie in the Mandy Rose match. Or the beginning of that calamity that was still. I don't understand why that happened either. Why did JCJ have a haunted house ready? And why would Mandy go? Why would Mandy go?
Why? I don't understand why.
Let's do this. No, we have the advantage. And then, how far was that haunted house? It was like an hour and a half drive, maybe 2 hours. And then it took them that long. What could that car ride have been like? Like the entire time. Man, he just sitting there like, you know you done fucked up, right? I'm gonna knee you in the face. Well, fuck you, bitch. Can't even drive, fucking bitch. And then by the time they got there, Gigi and and JC were stranded in this haunted mansion.
Yeah, but they called an Uber, Marcus. This is what happened. They called an Uber. Haunted house sponsored by Uber.
Yeah, but it took them a same amount of time for them to get an Uber and get to the arena, as in it took for Mandy and Alba to get to the arena. It took what, 5-minute difference? What kind of Uber service just shows up? Like, it was not that big of a difference. Ridiculousness.
So yeah, that was Halloween Havoc. But the ambulance match.
And Mandy retained. Mandy fucking retained.
I knew she was going to retain. I didn't think any title would change hands.
I knew once it was haunted house, I knew she was retaining. What are you gonna say about the ambulance match?
Unnecessarily violent. Like it was good, but it was like David Kemp is slamming this man's fingers in the ambulance door like multiple times, and he keeps putting his fingers there. That man has a death wish, much like Ruby Riott did.
I was thinking, because at the time I had to use the restroom, I was like, this man's not gonna be able to wipe his ass anymore. I don't know how he's gonna handle that situation, as his door hands were smashed 8 million times in the ambulance door. It was just why? Ruby Riott's having PTSD, maybe even a stroke and a seizure after watching all of that. Going, no.
Oh no, Julius.
But Julius just came out and was throwing punches some more. Like, oh, okay, I guess. I was really looking forward to Roddy coming back tonight, but he didn't. That proves Roddy's going to the main roster. Roddy called up and confirmed.
It was so violent, and it added to it. It's just that the aesthetic to it felt really weird, because the ambulance was like off in the distance, and you had the fake fans by the ambulance.
Yeah.
Oh, and Von Wagner killed the old black lady that watches NXT.
Yeah, with the ladder. He was like,
if you watch someone put a close up of it, so they zoomed into it. She dodged that shit like the Matrix.
I want to also point on record, Von Wagner does not like black people, as the way he threw Wesley across that table. I was like, oh, he's dead. The disrespect was real. Roxanne Perez, I thought this was the second best bump of the night, because I was concerned for their life when they were fighting on top of that stage. And I was like, oh, that thing just lifts up? Ah! No. Why die? Why die there?
I felt when they went off the table, off the little podium together, was really stupid.
Yeah, you like it? I thought they had to go off together. I was
like, "You coming with me, bitch?
Come with me. Come with me. We both die tonight."
So that was a quick recap of Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, not a Havoc. Not much Halloween.
It was a lot of Havoc. Yeah, and then we get on to, let's move into Monday Night Raw.
Ooh, can't wait to jump into this meal. Here we go. I like how you like your food? I like it raw.
So
I did not like this raw, for the record. I don't think I care.
24th of October 2022, coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. We're doing this like Raw is Retro. I just don't know the arena name.
It's the Bojangles Arena. I feel like saying it's not the Bojangles Arena.
So it opens up with Judgment Day, and Dominic saying, first of all, saying the phrase incorrectly, he built differently. It's supposed to be I'm built different. Idiot.
Yeah, but idiot. But Rhea going, oh yeah, you are. And I was like, don't imply
You got too far, Rhea. You got too far, Rhea. Oh.
Rhea, you need to be the one saying you're built different, and Dom going, oh yeah, you are. Because we know how it's working. We know how it's working over there. You enter him, not the other way around.
So he's built differently after being AJ Styles Clean last week. He says he's this generation's Eddie Guerrero. Then says Eddie Guerrero. Actually, no, wait. Eddie Guerrero's generation of Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, the people are going to look back and say, Oh yeah, that was Dominic. That was Dominic Mysterio's generation. Eddie Guerrero was Dominic. Can't say it, but he's wrong. He can't do that.
He's Eddie Guerrero's generation of Dominic Mysterio. But nobody ever. I don't know if we covered this in the thumbnails. I don't think we did. No, but we did speak about this in the pre-show. Nobody goes back in time and goes, you know what? He may be an influence for him, but no, we go back in time and say he is the person in the present.
Yeah, we don't go back and say. I mean, I think we have done it in like celebrity talk, where you go like, "Oh, that's I guess it's around the same time, but fuck them anyway." Oh, Paris Hilton was that generation's Kim Kardashian or some shit or whatever. Like, but no, Dominic, you can't do it. So Istanbul. And every time Finn Balor says, let this man speak, he's done it like 3 weeks in a row. I go, don't let him speak. He's gonna say something horrible. And he came out with this. And I respect the healing side of this. I liked it.
AJ Styles says Dominic is this generation's James Ellsworth, Jimmy Nochin.
He's coming back. And I want Dominic to wrestle. Next week overall. Talk about, Ellsworth wanted something to smoke.
Finn says AJ is hiding in the club that he started, and ever since he left the club and moved on, everyone that came after him is living off his legacy. Ooh. How'd you feel? How'd you feel, knife pervert?
Sweet. Or Kenny Omega. Or the Young Bucks, or everybody else is too sweeted after. I thought Carl Anderson was gonna go, bitch. We started together, but he didn't. He was like, let's fight.
So we then get a Carl Anderson versus Finn Balor match. This was a good opening match for Raw, I felt. How did you feel about it?
Yeah. I thought it was a good opening match, and I enjoy any match that starts with "let's fight," like it was an RPG or something.
But the only thing I think is memorable from this match will be Rhea Ripley body slamming Luke Gallows.
Yeah. Well, one pushed him into the round, then played around Dazed and Confused into body slam, and Rhea doing all the muscle work for the Judgment Day, where Priest should be doing this, but he's getting beat up and stuff. And then she
lifted him up with ease. She lifted him up with ease. Look, there was no strain or anything. Look at that.
It's a smooth body slam. I compare this. This might be above Hogan and Andre to me. That's how good that slam was. It was a better slam than that. It's a better slam. Like, I feel like she could have did a running power slam if she wanted.
This is as close to women's strength as when Bianca Belair carried Otis on her back.
Ooh, that is another. That is up there.
Those are feats of female strength on Raw.
Yeah. But this was a really good body slam, and I went, "Oh, Gal's fucked up."
This leads to the win. Finn, what was it? After the low blow, Finn is able to pick up the win, and in the back, the OC have now acknowledged that they have a Rhea problem. Gallows believes he has a Rhea-lution. He returns very shortly, noting that she got him too, which I felt was funny.
That was funny. She got me too. How? What happened, Gallo?
I like that they didn't even show it. I just like that she's like, "Oh, she got me too."
Yeah. I'm good. I'm great with women. And then they're like, he's terrible with women. He's terrible. All right, we definitely have a Rhea problem. So who's your solution to stop Rhea Ripley?
Well, I thought that seeing as they were in Charlotte, North Carolina, it was only fit for a queen to return and join that Bullet Club.
Oh, I think that would have been an uproar. I don't think Charlotte's ever going face again, Manny. She could never do it. I don't think it's ever happening.
But when she goes face, I enjoy the turn. Because you know it's coming, you just don't know when. It's like Sasha Banks. You know it's coming, you just don't know when it's coming.
I feel like they're frozen on ice when they're face. Like they're just frozen in carbonite, and then all of a sudden something sparks them up, and it's like, I'm evil again. Yes. Yes, thank God. Thank God you released it. You finally cured the this disease. Oh. Yeah, so I'm glad this wasn't live per se, because my guess was originally Nikki Cross. So I was like, oh, she's changing her shot. She'd be a perfect fit for this.
I don't think she would.
Yeah. But
I don't know who they've got left. Who you got?
You don't know? So, Manny, you can either go the route of Dana Brooke, not happening.
No.
Carmella, not happening. And then the rest of the women are booked. You always have your Raquel Rodriguez, but nope.
Oh, I know who it might be.
I know who.
If you say
Dewdrop.
No.
I got Dewdrop. Returning as Piper Nevin.
No, I know who I've got. Dun, 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 dun. It's Natty. Dun, dun, dun.
They took the Natty on her. They took Natty on Rhea. Oh, God. No, but my choice is Dewdrop for this one. I feel like
She's been off TV for a bit. Yeah, it makes sense.
Unless they go Oscar.
No, because they're playing off. Thing has no more friends at the moment.
Oh, yes.
Bianca has no more friends because Damage Control took them out.
Yeah, I mean they can always go the Bullet Club's on Liv Morgan.
Yeah, but she's going through a change at the moment.
She's having episodes on SmackDown.
I don't know what change she's going through, but she's going through a change. So we move into the
maybe
Miz.
it's Bad Knees herself. Maybe Tegan Knox makes her epic return.
Nah, come on. Her knees won't be able to maintain that schedule of wrestling once a week.
Yeah, and besides, we would have heard them knees coming.
She may have put some WD-40 on there.
I expect a Tegan Knox run-in to be like that scene in Forrest Gump when he's running with all the braces on. And they just... Yeah, but as they break off, it would be successful. Like when they break off and he continues running, Tegan Knox will be a crumpled heap. Shout out to Tegan Knox. You know, we make fun of her, but I actually like Tegan Knox.
I do. She's really sweet.
Yeah. She's got the worst knees in the game.
Yeah. The Miz, we move into the Miz. The Miz states Loomis is targeting for his mind because he chose Ciampa over him. Miz also starts a Ciampa is missing campaign.
I know who it is.
Which
who it is.
Who?
She's a free agent too. Mia Yim is a free agent. They may have re-signed her on the hush.
Maybe
NXT girl. She was Triple H's girl too.
Well, if you're talking about free agents, Marcus, I know who also is available.
Who's that?
You gotta be joking me!
You don't call Billy Kay in for this.
I will call Billy Kay in for anything I want.
Australian, tall. Oh shit! It could be Billy Kay.
I want to see Rhea be stopped by the Billy Kay throat thrust.
The Billy Kay big boot. Although it would be hilarious if they're like, we're doing auditions and they have all these women trying to fight Rhea, and then she hands them her resume.
Yes.
Like, resume. It would be a good angle. It would be nice. Not happening, I don't think. Not happening. Not without Pepe. Decided to get pregnant.
Well, Pepe's pregnant, so she can't. So Ciampa's missing. Johnny Gargano comes out, calls Miz a liar because he just texts Ciampa. He isn't missing, he's just injured. R-Truth makes a rare appearance on Raw and does the R-Truth stick because he's from North Carolina. Got me craving mac and cheese.
Yeah. The fact that he came out there and said you were gonna tell the truth. What were you gonna tell me? I was not expecting R-Truth to come out on this show at all.
Do you know what? I never put two together because they were like, "Oh, he's the real truth." I was like, "Oh, R-Truth, real truth." Oh.
He said he gonna tell the real truth. And then him and Miz have their history when they just tried to kill The Rock inside of a Hell in a Cell match.
That was also on an episode of Raw when R-Truth lit up a cigarette. Greatest Raw R-Truth moment ever.
Yeah, they went to jail for that shit together.
Truth gets a hometown win. Miz saw a Loomis-like figure in the crowd, only for it to reveal to be Gargano. And basically, Gargano later in the night after his match tells him if he doesn't tell the truth in the next week, he will reveal it next week on Raw. And then after the Miz gave him a card which he didn't sign,
or have money in it.
Gargano walks up like, "You're rich. You couldn't have put any money in it."
By the way, Gargano lost to Mr. A-Town Down later in the night.
Yeah, so we might as well cover that.
Who ended his losing streak of like 17 matches.
No, A-Town Down was against Mustafa Ali. Johnny Gargano.
Oh, was it?
Against Baron. Yeah, Johnny Gargano.
Oh, it was Baron Corbin. You're right. I got it. You're right.
JBL at the back felt disrespected by Johnny Gargano. He said in the Attitude Era he'd be carrying his bags. Johnny introduces himself and then calls JBL MC Hammer Pants. And he calls Baron Corbin. He didn't know what to call Baron because he changed his name so many times, and then ended with saying, "Is it boring?" Oh.
Boring Corbin.
I don't know who was more offended by this, but Shamrock. I can't not call him Shamrock anymore.
I feel like it's a racial slur, and I don't want to go down this route. I feel like Sheamus is gonna kick the shit out of Bradshaw one day. Although I would love to see them guys just fight.
Yeah.
Although Sheamus will lose.
Kevin Patrick calls the Deep Six Ring Around the Rosie, which they both took offense to.
Yeah, Ring Around the Rosie.
I really hope Triple H didn't say that to tell him to call that, and he just did that on his own.
I think he did it on his own and said it's a little Ring Around the Rosie. Just out of instinct, because he didn't know what it was called. He didn't know it was Deep Six. And it's Deep Six has been Deep Six. That's like missing the Winds of Change. Oh, wait, man.
So Gargano infuriates JBL even more by putting on his Stetson. That's a hat for people that don't know fancy hats. His cowboy hat. And dances on the table. And this made me think of Shawn Michaels the moment it happened.
Did you just call Gargano the next Shawn Michaels?
No, Gargano is Shawn Michaels is the Gargano of his generation.
I see. It's in context now.
Yeah. So basically on Raw is I'm up to the point in Raw is Retro sometime in November '98 where Vince has now named a new commissioner. And it's Shawn Michaels. And he's come down the ramp in all black and a cowboy hat, gyrating, much like Johnny Gargano did on this episode of Raw.
Yeah. Yeah, this stint with Shawn being commissioner don't last long now, right?
No.
On Retro. It's like he's back on the drugs again, guys. He's gone.
And then this basically leads to Corbin picking up the win as JBL was furious and just knocked Gargano off the apron. And then that allows Corbin to hit his finisher.
Yeah. You know what I wanted? I wanted it in Close Life from Hell. I wanted it. I don't know if he has it. I know he has one more left in him. I know Gargano's going to eat one more of those. But I was also fearing for the life of Gargano after seeing Hangman Page take one because I feel like JBL were really laying into Gargano.
I feel like JBL will completely rip his rotator cuff if he even tried one now.
Both men are hurt doing this. I took my rotator up. He's concussed. He got whiplash.
I feel like the real pro JBL is he being stretched enough and like he deserved it. I got him good. I got him good, didn't I?
I got him good. How was that shit, Rock? How was that?
How about that clothesline?
But I like that we just choreographed and both men went to a medical facility. And are both checked out. Okay. Oh, wow, that was horrible for everybody.
And then we get the main event, which they also covered the Bobby Lashley Brock Lesnar thing, video package and stuff like that, but I don't have to talk about that. Oh, before we even get there, Candice LeRae got beaten up. She had a sit down interview with Kathy Kelly. Highlights how and then is interrupted by Bayley and Damage Control. They highlight how they're dominating the women's division. Candice says the only thing Bayley has proven to her is Io is still untrustworthy, Dakota is spiteful, and Bayley is still not Raw Women's Champion. To which Bayley saw red and decided to just knock over the cameraman and take out Candice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good time. No one was gonna save her. I always felt like it was the other way around. I thought Dakota was the one that'd be untrustworthy because she turned on her in the War Games match, and maybe Io is spiteful. I thought it should have been reversed. I don't know why, but Candice got beat up, and I can't remember if this was before Gargano was dancing around in the cowboy hat or.
No, it was before. Yeah, it was before. It was before because what happened? So after the Baron Corbin match,
your wife might be dead.
Yeah, after the Baron Corbin match, that's when Miz handed him the card. It's like, oh, I feel get well suited to Candice.
Yeah. That man was still having a good time, even though his wife got jumped by 3 women in the back, and the cameraman was presumed dead after whatever happened to him, because he never got up and recovered from that.
I do wish, though, when the camera went down, it panned to something else that was supposed to be in the background that we weren't supposed to be really focusing on. But no, it didn't.
The QR code would come up like, oh, white rabbit stuff.
I need more nonsense. So the other match we didn't actually cover before the main event was Austin Theory versus Mustafa Ali. Seth Rollins was on commentary. And it made a good match even better with him on commentary. Much like the JBL on commentary for Johnny Gargano, Baron Corbin. They just added something to this match. Yeah. To these respective matches.
I'm trying to think of the last person on WWE who did commentary who was absolutely, and it's also AEW who's absolutely horrible on their commentary as an opposing guy. It's been a good streak going. Normally you get one person that would say one thing and be like, what was that for? Why are you even on commentary? And it's for all shows. But I think on all shows, everybody's been doing a good job of having that one person on commentary, your rival, and they actually did a good job. I think Jungle Boy may have been the last one who was like, that's horrible.
The person that does it best is Becky. I feel like Becky does it best in her insane spiral out of control.
I swear to God, if Becky's out any longer, I'm putting her in the commentary. I'm doing the CM Punk and putting her in the booth. I think she makes a great color commentator.
I could replace Kevin Patrick.
I can't imagine JBL calling her Shamrock.
I'd like to see him try.
Yeah, I'd like to get up and hit him. Don't fucking call me that. Yeah, but I think Becky does have a future job of being like the best color commentator ever of all time.
Yeah,
because she does a really good job.
Yeah, she 100% does. There's not really anyone. I don't think they really give anyone on AEW much time to really do anything on that commentary desk. No. The only person Regal, I think they did would. I don't think Regal really helps because he's not really a wrestler, and we know Regal can sell anyone on that desk. So like, there's been a few. Kenny's been hit and miss on that announced desk.
Yeah. Well, Kenny's. I don't feel like he ever worked out. CM Punk was really good, but he's just good at commentary.
Yeah, Hangman was pretty bad.
Hangman was horrible. Hangman and Jungle Boy are both in the same category, just being horrible at it. Other than that, I really can't think. Jericho just gets annoyed because he thinks he's really good.
Let's run through these 2 matches really quickly. Omos versus 4 guys. Omos toys with these 4. Why did it even happen? Elias versus Chad Gable.
The American version of the Bullet Club. Again.
No, it's that. Do you know that generic 4-pack of wrestlers you can buy from that are not WWE wrestlers? They're just generic, from a toy company you've never heard of. That's what they were.
These guys are so useless. Soon to be champion somewhere though. I'm sure one of them is the North Carolina Cracky Lacky champion of the world or something. Like these guys are
A-Town down. A-Town down.
down. A-Town down.
I didn't realize it was half an hour, by the way, Jamal. I stayed up an additional half an hour just talking nonsense about A-Town down.
You did. And that's the only part of watching I really watched. Nothing personal, guys. But I just came in. I was like,
to be fair, it's probably the funniest part. Or when Jamal actually had a side conversation, which was picked up on the microphone with his other co-workers. The Elias Chad Gable match, that was pretty decent. That
was good. I know we skipped over it, but it was good.
Yeah, the moonsault into the knee spot.
Ow!
Really, that was timed really well.
Yeah, the slow motion for it was amazing. Hopefully, Chad didn't really get hurt or anything, but it was really nice. Like I was like, oh.
The thing is, I do need to see Chad start taking some W's. All I've seen is him taking massive L's recently, and I know that's his job, but he needs to. They can't keep coming out there and losing every week.
Hey, I thought that he was going to pick up the win because I thought we were slowly going to an Elias heel turn, but I guess not. I wanted the Elias heel turn.
He hit it at it in the back.
Yeah. About the interruption and stuff, and I thought, okay, if he loses here, he's eventually going to come out and complain about losing and being interrupted, and we get Elias the heel, and basically it's WWE's Max Caster, or as I would call Max Caster. Or I would call Elias that generation's Max Caster.
I'm calling John Cena that generation's Max Caster.
Oh shit! Yep, true.
Oh, yeah. So Bayley versus Bianca Belair. I really enjoyed this main event.
Yeah, they had a really solid match. I thought the belt was on the line.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then later, I read somewhere that it was a number one contenders match.
Yeah, like when did this become a contenders match? Like I thought this was the belt line because Bayley was posting shit on how she come back. They were hyping it up all night. It's the main event. And then they did the introduction. I thought it was weird that they didn't do the normal, Bianca Belair. The lights go out, the highlights and all that. I was like, oh. And then the match ended. I thought Bayley was champion. I legit thought Bayley was the champion. And I was like, oh, she doesn't get to celebrate because Nikki is beating her ass. And I was like, maybe the title went on the line.
I hope they put the title on because Bayley did pick up the win.
Yes.
After
Second win in a row.
I hope Bayley does somehow get the title match at Crown Jewel. Because I feel like that would be because the women's matches tend to steal the show at Crown Jewel, with exception to that Ronda Rousey match where she came out in a gi, and I didn't really enjoy whoever she went off against. Maybe it was Charlotte.
I'll say it's Natty.
Was it Natty? I think it could have been Charlotte, but I don't think that was one of her best matches because any match that had Bianca Belair or Sasha Banks in Saudi always killed it.
Well, I think the last one was what? Was it Becky and Bianca and was it Charlotte? Triple threat?
I think so, or Sasha. I think it may have been Becky.
Oh, maybe Sasha.
Yeah, but they always kill it. The women's matches that tend to happen on the Saudi shows always tend to kill it.
Yeah. Some Saudi guy is going, they do kill it, women. I see way too much neck right there.
I saw an ankle.
This is offensive to my culture or something. I don't know. But what is announced for Crown Jewel other than Roman, Logan Paul, and the 6-person tag match at with the Judgment Day and Bullet
I don't know, but we will be covering that for another watch along.
Yeah, for another A-Town Down edition of the Watch Along.
Did you feel a little bit left out when we were having an A-Town Down off?
No, it was confusion of what I felt like when I was watching, because I just came in, I just felt like they literally snapped. They literally watched way too much wrestling. They spent way too much time together. They're A-Town Downing to the end of their core. Like, it went on into the very last second of the show. That's what I thought you guys were at.
Figured the show had finished. The show had finished when we were doing that.
Yeah.
The majority of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has some comments about the women's match. There was the Selena Vega Drew Drop match for the Queen's Crown.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was a pretty good match.
And then the match this week in all caps, Lashley Dave.
He's not Kenta. He's not Walter or Kenta. You can't just write Lashley like that.
Well, Gunther is in all caps now. And so
yeah, it wasn't before though.
I remember in the interview he was like, I didn't know it wasn't in all caps. I never cared. And then all of a sudden one day they just put it all caps. I can't wait to see who Gunther fights at Crown Jewel. I know he's going.
We wanted to cash in, damn it. A-Town Down.
You guys really snapped because you didn't get that cash in. Like, fuck you, Braun Breaker. Fuck you.
That's how fans should be.
No, I want that cash in.
You were full kayfabe.
But that was clearly Braun Breaker's best match ever, though, right? But it's he was in it.
He was in it. And he had no. I wouldn't say he. I wouldn't say anything of that match greatness came because of him.
No, it was all Dragunov and McDonough, who could have a match without him and still be just as good. But he was more like a weapon in the match. Like, in Gladiator when they were fighting, they pull out that fucking tiger or lion. Was it a tiger or lion? I can't remember.
Lion.
Like, that was like the lion winning the match. Like, wait a minute. It's not supposed to go down.
No, it wasn't his best. What's his best match, Jamal?
What would be the Braun Breaker brother? I thought it was his best match. I'm saying he has solid matches in the past, but I thought this was actually
I don't think any of it.
Match.
I don't think any of his matches really. Do you know how they said what was it? His best match would be Black and Gold versus two. Yeah, again, nothing he did in that match was really of his own.
That was a great match. He had a lot of help. But both of them, I mean, you can argue. I mean, it's the same point I'm going with. We can't say, I'm saying his best match is this one, and his is War Games, which has extra people in it as well. It's also true. But the best Braun solo match, was it against Ziggler?
Yeah, I would say probably Ziggler.
Might be Ziggler, or I think he had another one. I'm just not remembering right now.
It's kind of like do you remember when Ricochet came back down to NXT, and he went off against Melo, and Melo was like, yeah, Melo don't miss, but like he was like, yeah, but no one remembers any of your matches. I don't remember any bronze matches.
I'm sure he has another one. I'm pretty sure
maybe his match against Ciampa was probably good.
Oh yeah, the Ciampa one.
Again, Ciampa's doing.
Yeah, but you can say that about every wrestler. Like, you can go with in Roman and AJ Styles, be like, yeah, but that was AJ. Or in John Cena and everybody he fought. Oh, that was Umaga, Shawn Michaels. Oh, that was Ryan Daniels. Oh, that was AJ Styles.
I fully believe John Cena versus Umaga. John Cena did most of that work. God rest Umaga's soul.
I got Umaga doing most of the work in that one. But it takes.
The other day when Eric sent us that picture of him in the suit and the hat.
Yeah.
I really wanted to make him Black JR because he had the papers next to him, or have him photoshopped in next to Umaga.
Well,
and be Alejandro.
I don't think I'm. I spit it there, and spit it there, and spit it there. But I had Eric being Eric worked his own spinoff series. I don't think we have the picture queued up, for the show, or you haven't used it anywhere, but I had Eric in his own spin-off series of Eric P.I.
Dun, 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 dun.
Executive producer Dick Wolf presents Eric P.I.
The moment I saw it, I thought of Florida Stanley instantly.
I had all types of vibes of Teddy Long, Steve Harvey.
The thing about this picture is it doesn't even look real. It looks like he's been photoshopped into his office.
Yeah. This looks like something Keith Lee would do when he decided to get a day job. Like, wrestling isn't working for me. I'm gonna go get a day job. Also, back to Umaga slander. He wanted to get superseded. He did. That was the age when you could not stop him. He was unstoppable.
Oh, I know. I remember what stopped him. Do you remember what stopped him? When Big Show choke slammed him off that cage into the spotlight.
Yeah. And a Big Show heel turn, right? That wasn't even he wasn't in the match. It was a heel turn for Big Show, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then someone else, like, I either cashed in or pinned him or something. The glory days of wrestling, as someone was saying. But as they're watching it, this is horrible. I always feel like every era we're in, someone is saying this is the worst era of wrestling.
Well, I feel like if we actually if there was actually YouTube of the '98 era, people would be talking shit about some of that stuff that was happening.
Yeah.
Like, we're currently doing it.
Yeah, you guys are balancing the course. You're balancing the scales. You guys are essentially the Judgment Day of going like, what's this really good? Oh, DX, we're celebrating a bunch of racist assholes. That's what we're doing. And then when we get to this generation where you're doing Dynamite is Dynamite or something retro, and you're going, Sesame Daddy, what's this really good? You guys are into this? Like, we're going to get to that?
I want to think we do a 20-year reunion show of 20 years of the Sharpshooter show where we go back and review something stupid like Dynamite, because I feel like we will have given up after 10 years of doing, or 5 years of doing consistent video.
Yeah, that would have been unless we're millionaires, and this is where we make our bread and butter. And we've suddenly turned into what we hate the most, and that's Dave Meltzer.
No, because that means we'd have to have a full operation where we actually have writers and stuff.
Yeah, you got to dream big, Manny. We have we have reached success, and then we're reading the dirt sheets online about wrestling journalists who says this, and we're the headlines of the dirt sheets. Like, we're basically Jim Cornette, Jim Russo, and Vince Russo, and all these other fucking people who talk shit all the time. We're just them, and we're in the part of the dirt sheets. That's when you know you made it. WWE better. It says this.
So Jamal is the Kevin Kelly of his generation. No, Kevin Kelly is the Jamal of his generation.
I went further back. I went Jamal is the Mike Tenay of his generation.
Oh, the professor. I don't know who I'd be. Who would I be?
Don West. You're Lord Alfred Hayes of your generation. What are you talking about? You go by Lord Manny Hayes. You gotta be. You're the Lord Alfred Hayes of that generation.
Oh.
I would love to be the Stephen A. Smith of my generation.
He currently exists. He currently exists.
I love to be a loudmouth bugging of this generation, just talking shit.
Hey, you're Bobby Brain. I think you're Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Nah, that's giving me too much credit. But I think you can do an argument of my takes against my takes. Like, Brian Dance is ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
Elizabeth wants to be Mike Adamley. Talking about Summerfest,
and Jeff Harvey.
Jeff Harvey.
And you're making me crazy. Mike Ellie is the best. That's literally the greatest run of anybody on commentary.
Oh. So that is the end of today's show.
Yeah, the show, oh, wait, we didn't do it. How many A-Town Downs are you giving Raw this week?
I'm giving it 5. 5 A-Town Downs. 5 A-Town Downs.
I'm giving it a 7 A-Town. Oh, a 7 just because you have 7 on your shirt. Although I would love for people in the chat and Manny as well, go see Black Adam, check it out, tell me what you think. I actually enjoyed the movie. It's a stupid ass movie with a lot of plot holes and it's a lot of stupidity, but I enjoyed the shit out of that movie. Shout out to Dr. Fate and Hawkman. Never thought I'd ever say that in my life about Hawkman. Give Hawkman a solo movie.
Oh, I watched for some reason I watched the first best of video I made today.
Oh. What's that?
Interesting, because guess what the anniversary is today? Oh, have I deleted the photo? It's the anniversary of this Damien Demento being made last year, this time last year, being mentioned on the show.
I thought, when I looked at this photo, I could now say, "Oh, this is Venom, the scene from Venom 3."
Yeah, it's all started when I was doing that racism series, which failed.
Yes.
But it was Marie.
Fail.
I got 2 episodes out of it. It was just I couldn't get anything else out of it.
Yeah,
Maurice...
I mean, how much racism do you need, Manny? How much racism do you need? More people get the point.
Maurice saying that he was every time he'd watch Coco Beware lose to Damien Demento, and then I could not stop laughing when he said it, and I'm off camera at that point
because it had to be the first time someone brought up Damien Demento in probably 30 years. Had to be.
So what I'm thinking is maybe next year we do watch-alongs of our best of videos individual as separate content. Just seeing the ridiculousness that happened the year before.
Well, that could also be, I would say that could be our holiday content where you plan on running the best of straight.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
I mean, we're not doing that.
Yeah, so we'll do live reactions of the best of stuff later down the line. That I think that's a little cute little project to do because it takes an hour and we'll probably just be laughing along with us quite
well, it's whenever I watch the best of and I'm just go like, I should say this. I said it. My brain still thinks like my brain.
Yeah, so that there's content we're planning coming at Christmas. So while we take a nice long break, seeing as day 1 looks to be cancelled.
Yeah, allegedly, or it probably still is. I think.
But WWE haven't announced it. They're still selling tickets.
Yeah. I would like for us to be this generation's Mariah Carey during the holiday season where people just play the best of show. Oh, it's holiday season. Time to do the best of. You hear these guys go every year. Here they go shit no Detective Eric or whatever.
So Maurice hasn't wrote this in the chat, but he's wrote this on Facebook. Watching the show right now, I'd like to throw my name in the hat for doing a watch along for a Damien Demento match with you. Oh my god. That is content that is content that we probably need to do.
Yeah. And you know what? 100%. And that watch along can be no more than 3 minutes, right? Like, I think we get 2 minutes of intro, about a minute or 5 for a match, maybe 3 minutes of a match. Like I don't remember Damien Demento taking somebody to deep waters.
I think we do the best of Damien Demento, which will probably be like 2 matches. It'd be like the best of Braden Walker DVD.
went over 14 hours of content. 14 minutes of content.
Oh, the best of David.
And that time he talked to Matt Hardy.
I'm just gonna reply. Let's
fucking go. To quote the great Tony Khan, let's fucking go.
Oh, and to the, I know we'll probably watch this afterwards. To the final boss. Yeah, I'm fully aware the Jets are probably gonna go on their downward slope following this weekend.
Yeah, what the hell, man? Why are they good?
No. So our offensive lineman injured now, and our breakout running back that we traded up in the draft is also injured. We've made a trade for a Jags running back, but it's just like it's kind of over. I think the slope is. I think the little streak is over.
Manny, coming from a guy that didn't think they had a beginning.
Marcus,
I don't know. I thought it was over to start the season. I don't know how we got to this point.
Marcus, I don't know what to do with myself. The Jets have won 5 games this season. I don't know what to do. And shout out to Maurice's Bears for beating the Patriots last night.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. That's always a good.
The Mannings had Obama on the show on with them for a bit last night.
Oh, did they? I didn't watch any of it.
I saw the highlights on YouTube, but yeah, they had
the regular football game because they haven't been on for a few weeks, and I was like, oh, forgot they were on.
Yeah, the Mannings had Bill Burr and sandwiched in between Bill Burr and someone else. They had Obama.
Oh shit, they had a show.
Yeah,
I would watch for Bill Burr. Fuck Obama, but Bill Burr.
Obama said that if Michelle was on, she might have a few things to say about Bill Burr because apparently he went up there. And I was like, whoa!
I forgot what he said about it, but it was hilarious. But that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I think they need to get Obama more on these sports commentators because he's good. He ain't
doing anything these days.
Yeah. I mean, like, he promotes books and he does speeches every now and then, but fuck all that. Obama in the booth. Put him in the booth of any sport. And
I listen to Obama do anything.
Yeah, and then he would talk for an hour. We had Mr. Drinsky for a while. Like, it'd be like an hour just for him. We gotta go to commercial, Obama. Can you finish that thought? But you don't cut the commercial on Obama while he's finishing the thought.
Let's just imagine. Do you know those shows that Eric watches that no one else watches, like those fishing shows and imagine Obama narrating over that. Pay attention all the time. He's got one of those voices. I would fall asleep, but it's like imagine
I'll fall asleep gently.
Imagine being lulled to sleep by Obama.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice. You'll be like, oh, that was good, even though you fell asleep because it takes him like 7 hours to talk about. Like, all right, get it out, come on. But again, I would rather have him talk than either one of the people currently not in office, either Trump or Biden right now. I'd rather have Obama just go up there and out-talk him.
Man. The UK is currently in madness. I know we don't normally cover
UK politics.
No, it's just
Boris Johnson leaving. It just got worse.
The thing is, they've appointed a new prime minister who's Asian, so it'd be like, yeah, first Asian prime minister. No,
right on.
No, he's so unrelatable. It's just like no. And then the way someone captured him, he was reading off a teleprompter, and then he just stopped talking and walked off, and like an NPC in a Grand Theft Auto game where they're done talking and then they just move.
You guys did the simple solution. You had the robots take over your country. You had the algorithm that runs Facebook take over your country.
Yeah, but I would have thought it would have been a white robot, not a brown robot.
No, multi-dimensional. I will have a colorless robot where you'd be like, what is he? What is he? What's this race? It's like The Rock in every movie. What's his race again?
Is he Samoan?
Is he
Filipino?
Is he Egyptian? Samoan? Oh, he has a white son, though. So it can be anything.
Yeah, so that is the end of today's show. Make sure is there an ETE tomorrow?
There is an ETE tomorrow. What are we covering? No idea. Everything.
You could probably cover the Impact tapings. I mean, you might as well pull out spoilers because not many people watch Impact.
No, I don't do that. But you could talk about Kazarian Cash using option C. I believe that happened on TV. The thing is, I was in Vegas and then I found out they were doing the Impact tapings in Vegas.
Did you go?
No, I was there for one night. We were there for one night. There was no way to go. It was already enough. I was fighting emo people and wrestling fans in the streets at the same time. It's not safe. Not a safe thing.
You were fighting emo people.
I didn't fight anybody that was emo. They just, could have.
So, Marcus, we
racially profiled though for no reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do explain.
We were just like waiting for Shantae outside the bathroom, and some white lady goes like, "You guys look suspicious. You guys look at her."
Whoa.
And we're like, "The fuck are we doing?" And I was like, "You damn right I am." I literally yelled at.
To be fair though, if you've met Ryan or if you've seen Ryan on the show, he does always look like he's up to something. Regardless of race, he has this face where it just looks like he's up to something. I think it's the fact that he's clean shaven most of the time. He just looks like he's up to something.
Yeah. Here we go. This is all stuff to cover on ET tomorrow. There's a lot happening. It's just that none of it's happening right. That happened last week. Everything's happening up and coming this week. Like there's all this stuff. It's all up and coming.
I wanna say last week's the Untitled Manny and Marcus ET collab. That is probably the highest views ET has ever received.
Hold on. No. I am now here to declare that ET is the #1 viewed show on the channel other than the watch along. Or that had original content for that week, for the last 2 weeks.
Well, wait, the last 2 weeks? The show choosing the best of his original content.
No, it's not. That's previously recorded documentary shit or something.
Previously recorded.
Yeah, this was original content that has never been aired. ET was #1 2 weeks in a row. A-Town down, Manny. A-Town down.
Well, to be fair, I don't think you're beating the pep talk from the visionary of Seth Rollins this week.
Oh, no, of course. That's not our content, though. We stole that.
What are you talking about? I may have paid for that cameo.
By the way, that cameo looked like he just came out the bathroom and Becky was like, "You forgot to do the cameo, huh?" All right, I can do it. I just make it up. Let's go. Just roll the camera, Becky. Roll the camera. I'm just gonna
hold on.
Here we go.
And original content. Roy's Retro. That is original content. Retro.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean about original content, Manny. And 1, we beat Raw's Retro this week. And 2, it's taped. It's taped. I know.
If you're saying ET, if you're claiming last Wednesday's show,
live original content.
If you're claiming ET was just the Untitled Manny and Marcus show with ETE last week is just ETE, that means the only reason that was the highest rated show of ETE is because of me.
No, I said 2 weeks in a row. You were not on the previous week, man. You took that week off. ETE held it down. We held it down. We took all the views.
So
we covered everything. Everything.
What number are we talking about tomorrow?
I got 35 or something.
I mean, your competition is the shoot and the Saturday show.
I'm just saying, we on some AEW Rampage shit, some SmackDown on FS1 shit kind of deal, where we beat them in the demo. We got you in the demo.
I like that I didn't actually mention why I was sitting in the dark in that episode. It was a shot at Marcus, which I only said off camera.
Yeah, because I'm on the AEW, I'm on the dark edition.
ESPN dark, so I'm turning off the lights.
Yes. Like the video and subscribe. Share the video.
Can you just send it to people? Just put it in your group chats and just put it there and be like, what the fuck's this?
Say A-Town down and drop it. We're calling our atomic bomb down. Or something. I don't know. A-Town bomb him. A-Town bomb him.
I like that no one on this channel is from Atlanta either.
No.
Or has no connections to it.
No.
We're all like A-Town down.
That was exclusively New York and the UK doing that watch along, screaming A-Town down.
Thing is, you've joined in. You've joined in on Tuesday. Now it's a thing.
I'm waiting for the WWE lawyers to come at us. Bro. So we can be a headline. WWE sues podcast.
To be fair, Marcus, the only person I'm going to accept coming after me is Usher. Only one I'm going to accept that coming after me is like, oh no, you're doing copyright.
Ah! No. Watch this. I'm still waiting to try to see this. I want to end up in the dirt sheets as legendary podcasting host sued by WWE. That's what I want. And then you're like, who? I never heard of these fucking people.
We've gained another subscriber, Marcus. We're on 331.
Hey, there we go. We're moving on up. The quest to get to the Goblet of Fire, or whatever the hell we're getting to, is on the road. We're almost there.
I'm not doing that. Jamal.
We reach the climax. I don't know actually know the lyrics to that song.
But yeah, so all the original content is back this week. ET is properly back. I don't think we had any scheduling issues this week. Do we?
No.
I don't think we do.
Retro's Friday. Saturday show returns after a 2-week break. So you get
Wait. Are we doing Untitled Manny and Marcus show Halloween edition? Or are we doing Saturday show Halloween edition? Because I know what my costume is.
I have my costume in a box. I haven't tried it on. And I was going to save it for Halloween. But you know what? I'll comfortably wear it for this show on Saturday if you want. And then go to work. God damn it.
Yeah, so stay tuned for either Thursday or Saturday where we do the Halloween edition of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
Hey, I have a question, Manny. You know, Retro's coming up, and there's do you guys mention any holiday week coming up or anything, or is it just like Ross Retro's here?
No. So I don't think we even have that next episode recorded. But one of the next episodes will be a Veterans Day or Remembrance Day in the UK, which would be the 11th. But I'm not really going to mention it.
Guess you're not going to remember it. Oh, sorry. Serious holiday. Sorry.
That's a serious holiday for both countries.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll be back. When's tomorrow? Make sure you tune into that show. Make sure you tune into that show.
Yeah, and then check out what we're gonna do on Thursday. What's gonna happen at Dynamite? As in, what's gonna happen on Dynamite? Because if they have a bunch of stuff announced, they always do the week before. Always forget it. Get it on the show. I swear to God. When they announced this 2 weeks ago. Oh.
Yeah, but they announced multiple things. They announced Dynamite, they announced Rampage, they probably announced Dynamites in two weeks in advance as well. It's like there's too much. I'm surprised Excalibur has breath or is not passed out after every time he does that.
Yeah. And again, I want to also shout out to FTR and Dax, still holding strong as Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah.
He had a tag match with the Aussie Open. Ridiculous. Yep. Maybe we cover that tomorrow as well. Ridiculous.
You know, we've stretched the show 20 minutes longer than we should have.
Yeah, the show could have ended 30 minutes ago. I mean, we A-Town Down reviewed this like at the 50 mark.
So Marcus will be back tomorrow. I'll be back Thursday. Peace. A-Town down.
A-Town down.